Welcome back to Guru Beauty. I am Jodie and today I'm reviewing a brand new Chanel foundation for you. This one is launching, I believe, January 10th in Australia. I'm not sure of the release dates around the rest of the world, but if I do find any additional information, I will include it down below in the description bar along with pricing and any relevant links. So this foundation is called the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. The Australian packaging says SPF 25 PA++, and there are limited shades available, I would say, for Chanel as per usual, and I've been matched to the shade number 30, and that's for my NC25 skin. So I'm going to talk to you about the claims that Chanel makes about this foundation. We'll go over the ingredients, packaging, that kind of thing. I will show you how it applies. I'll show you and discuss with you how I felt it wears throughout the day, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. So without any further ado, this is the box here. I will tell you that this does contain 30 ml of product, or 1 fluid ounce. That's a very standard amount. It is described as the Healthy Glow Foundation Natural Beauty Guard on the box, and this is made in France. Driven by the same desire for freedom that motivated Gabrielle blah blah, makeup becomes easy and intuitive with a single mission: to reveal the skin's natural outdoor radiance. So this Healthy Glow line, just like the Healthy Glow powders that came out a while ago, this is all about sort of adding warmth and radiance to your face. So this is described as a fresh complexion glowing with naturalness. With Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation, the Chanel Makeup Creations studio frees women from their concerns about using foundation and interprets a natural look in a subtle range of easy to wear beiges to embellish every skin tone with a lasting healthy glow. Healthy Glow Booster mineral pigments instantly deliver a fresh, radiant glow. Together with soft focus powders, they even out the complexion and enhance it with a sheer finish. Colour and surface imperfections are diminished. The skin texture appears natural, visibly revived. The complexion shows off the freshness and radiance of beautiful skin in the great outdoors. They go on to say that this has a comfortable texture, gives you the effect of moisturized skin and protected beauty. The lightweight texture of this foundation, they say, glides over the skin and melts away. It hugs facial contours and invisibly follows its every movement. The texture becomes imperceptible and allows the skin to breathe freely. With its hyaluronic acid derivative, it provides an instant sensation of hydration and comfort that lasts all day long. Enriched with kalanchoe extract, a beauty protecting botanical active ingredient, along with SPF 25 PA++ sunscreen, the Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation strengthens the skin and protects against environmental stress. The formula is gentle on all skin types, even the most sensitive, they say. Do be aware that it is very strong in fragrance. I will add to that, and it is an oil-free, dermatologically tested, non-comedogenic product. How to use: they say simply apply Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation with fingertips after your Chanel skincare ritual for an extra touch of radiance and prolonged hold, or for touch-ups during the day, apply the Le Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder, and that's what I am doing today. What I am very pleased to see, along with the glass bottle of 30 ml of product, is that you have a lid that just pops off and a pump, which is fantastic. I'm not interested in pouring out a Chanel foundation onto my hand or any other surface, and I find that one pump is enough. Onto the ingredients. Water, though, being the top ingredient, followed by methyl trimethicone, ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamate, titanium dioxide, nano, that's the SPF, glycerin, alcohol, dimethicone, phenyl trimethicone, polymethylsilsesquioxane, caprylyl methicone, isododecane, polymethyl methacrylate, butylene glycol. Besides that, alcohol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th highest ingredient. I do not see any other oil, and the packaging does confirm it is an oil-free product. I also don't see any parabens in this product either. So having built this foundation up with my fingers, with, you know, one layer plus a little bit more in certain areas, I would say that the coverage of this foundation would be no more than medium. I can still see pigmentation and freckles coming through. I might pop a little bit of concealer over the top of that. The finish actually looks quite glowy and healthy. It's definitely not a shine, so At this point, right after application, I don't look particularly oily or greasy, but I do have some, you know, hydration looking through this foundation. My skin does look very natural, and if anything, it's been smoothing on my pores. I have not used a primer today. I've popped it right over my moisturizer. So we're really going to put this one to the test. We're going to see how the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation lasts on my skin all on its own. The foundation is a fairly decent color match. When I bring it down my neck, I do feel like it's maybe slightly pinker than I would like it to be, but you can see right now I don't think it's too pink. I think that I can definitely pull off the number 30 with my currently NC25 skin. And I'll also mention that as I'm applying it, I definitely detect a very strong Chanel floral fragrance, which I particularly love. But if you do not like fragrance, you will not like Chanel skincare or cosmetics. They are jam-packed full of fragrance. This has a feeling of sort of drying down. You don't get the feeling that, you know, like a cream or something that you could just continue working with it. It does have that feeling as you're patting it in that you want to be careful with it. You want to work quickly with it. And in the same vein, I think as you start building up this foundation, it just has a feeling like it would want to go cakey. So I think this really is a foundation that's going to be good for you if you want that healthy glow, if you don't want to keep building up this foundation for extra coverage. So not a full coverage foundation, lover's dream, one for those of you who just want some coverage and a nice healthy glow. Anyway, I'll stop right there. I will apply the rest of my makeup. I'll be back then to let you know how it's looking, and then we'll see how this thing is going to last throughout the entire day. About half an hour has passed and I have touched up little areas of concern with concealer. Other than that, what you see is just the foundation. It does still have a nice healthy glowy sheen to it, so my skin definitely looks hydrated, it looks moisturized, it looks radiant, there is a slight glow to it. I don't detect anything that looks oily or greasy or shiny on this foundation, and the finish really does sort of just look natural on my skin. I am going to apply a little bit of the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in number 20. A really light dusting with a very loose fluffy brush just to help this stay on through the day. I'm just going to go around my jawline too, and that is about it. All I can say for now is that I am very pleased with the appearance of the foundation on my skin. Let the day progress. I'll be back to let you know how it's all looking at the end of it. We are now looking at 12 hours after application of the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. I'm really pleased with the way that this has lasted on my skin. I have not touched up at all. I've done a minuscule blot. You can see that my skin does have some shine coming through, but again, it just looks healthy. It looks glowy. It's certainly nothing that I find too offensive. I'm really pleased with the way this foundation has lasted. My skin has looked natural and healthy and radiant throughout the day. It just looks like skin with a little bit more coverage. That's probably the best that I can say about it. So when they talk about having that sort of outdoorsy radiance, I would say that they achieved that with this foundation. I did actually try to take my photo a little bit earlier today after application, and even with a flash I could not get this foundation to photograph nicely. That's the one reservation that I have about this foundation, besides the fact that it doesn't build nicely, is that I just couldn't get it to photograph nicely. And it wasn't the SPF flashback as you would probably expect. It just looked dull, and it tended to make my pores look bigger than what they are even, I would say. It just looked dry, dull, and major texture issues on my skin. At this point, I would say that this, at least for combination oily skin, is a very nice everyday foundation. Maybe not necessarily for events or photography, especially flash photography, but a nice everyday foundation. Now, it doesn't wow me when I look in the mirror. You know, I don't look dramatically smoother or dramatically anything. It's just a lovely everyday foundation. So if you're someone who likes, you know, a medium coverage, a reasonable kind of glowy look that's not shimmery or glittery, you like a lovely fragrance product, you like luxury packaging like something from Chanel, then I think you're going to enjoy this foundation. Whether it's recommended for dry skin or not, I'm not sure. I certainly wouldn't recommend it as a full coverage foundation, but I hope you just get the feeling of what this foundation is. It's a medium coverage everyday say, you know, Healthy Glow Foundation. I think that the name is an appropriate one. So I would say definitely 1 to 1.5 guru thumbs up at the end of the day for the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. So there you go, you know, the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. It's a nice foundation. In person, it looks nice. It just doesn't look fantastic. And I think when you're spending the money on a product like Chanel, for me, I want my skin to look fantastic. I want to look in the mirror and think, what foundation am I using today? Oh, my skin looks fantastic. And I just don't feel that way with the Healthy Glow Foundation. Maybe it's because my skin has texture, the pores, maybe it's my oily combination skin, I don't know. I feel like it lasts quite nicely on an oily combination skin. I don't know if I would recommend it for dry skins because it does have that sort of fast dry off, I feel like, when you're working with it. I don't know, I feel like it would probably exacerbate dry flaky skin. You would definitely want to wear a really good moisturizer underneath, and you'd want to be aware of alcohol being the 6th highest ingredient. I still prefer these other two from Chanel, the Vitalumiere Aqua Ultralight Skin Perfecting Makeup with SPF 15, and also the Perfection Lumiere Velvet Smooth Effect Makeup. I wish that I loved it more, but I just don't. So that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a gorgeous day, and please don't forget, no matter what foundation you're wearing, or even if you're not wearing any at all, you are absolutely beautiful. Don't you forget it. But you know, it is one thing to want to look at, it's so much more important to be it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye.